Hi everyone, welcome to Ayia, Napa, Cyprus. This is my mental health break over Easter. It's just a bit of a break from treatment and a chance to reset myself for the next few weeks. Ayia, Napa is about an hour from where I'm staying normally in Cyprus, right on the beach, as you can see. It is Europe's version of Bali for Australians. So lots of British tourists come to Ayia, Napa the same way that Perth people go to Bali to escape reality and spend some time at the beach. I'm staying at Ayia Beach Resort thanks to a last minute deal from Qantas Frequent Flyers on their hotel website. So I was able to use some of the points that I had accumulated from back when I travelled a lot from work in order to stay here. While I've been here, I've done a little bit of exploring, but I've got to be really careful that I don't overdo things. There were a couple of things I really wanted to do, which was the sculpture park and Cape Greco, but my heart rate didn't really allow me to do both, so I had to pick. So this is all of the sculpture park that I really saw, but I did get to go over and take some pictures on the Cape, and it was just amazing to see. So I'm gonna pop up some video now of some of the sights I've seen while I'm here, so that you can see a bit more of Cyprus other than the clinic. So I got upgraded when I arrived, which was a lovely surprise. I've been upgraded to what they say is the best category of room. So I have a nice massive shower, and for me quite disability friendly. If you're in a wheelchair, would possibly be a bit difficult, but for me it will work nicely. And this is the bathroom, bedroom, which is huge, and then this is my absolute favorite bit. Nothing like a room with a beautiful view of the Mediterranean from my balcony. Not only that, because I have the panoramic view, this is the view from the bedroom window. So if I'm laying in bed, this is the view that I have. So not bad at all. So that's some of my Ayia Napa highlights. I didn't realise how desperately I needed the break until I got here. I think sometimes the mental health side is just as important as the physical side when you're going through an intense treatment like this. I've even forgotten that I'm here to undergo treatment. That's how good an escape it's been. I've been stopped a few times by people who have asked me if I'm okay, and it's taken me a minute to realise that I'm covered in 4 weeks of treatment bruises from Tempas and IVs and Icun and autohemotherapy and everything else I'm doing, and that's what they're looking at, is the bruises on my body and just wanting to make sure things are all right. So I definitely have escaped from reality enough to forget about all that just for a few days. While I've been here, I haven't really done a huge deal because my body is still not functioning as a normal person would function. However, 4 weeks ago, I wouldn't have even attempted to come here. So it just shows how much things have changed. While I've been here, I have had a couple of walks along the beach. I've done a tiny bit of tourist exploring, not as much as I'd like to do, but as much as I'm capable of doing. I still have slept a lot, especially during the day, because doing the tourist stuff makes me really tired. I have had a chance to do some work on my book, which is great. For those who don't know, I'm writing my story. So it's been a great chance to be in an environment that helps with the writing process. I've also noticed, because I'm not having treatment this weekend, just some changes in my body that show how much treatment is helping. And they sound like little things, but to somebody with a chronic illness, they're big things. Things like being able to read a book for longer than 5 minutes. I still can only read for about 10 minutes at a time, but it's still double what I could do when I got here. I can concentrate longer to write on the computer, which is great. Again, still not at the standard someone else would do, but it's great for me compared to what I could do when I arrived in Cyprus. The biggest change for me is probably being able to shower. And I know that sounds like a little thing, but for the last couple of years, me showering has involved me half showering, waiting till I feel like I'm going to pass out, going to lay down to stop me passing out in the shower, and then going back and finishing the shower. Now I've done a whole week and been able to shower the entire shower without needing to stop. And it sounds like a basic thing, but it's a huge lifestyle change for me. I've also noticed a big difference in fatigue. Again, I'm still having multiple naps a day, but just not as much as I did before. So all those changes add up, and it makes me excited to go and tackle the last 3 weeks of treatment. I'm feeling a bit more refreshed now and ready to take it on and see what results we can achieve.